Some people move on, but not us. Not us.
Say green. So, Avengers Endgame. Thoughts and quibbles. What did I think of Avengers Endgame? Well, I saw it last night at the midnight screening. I went with my friend Adam Cox from the Lost Art of Podcasting. And we tend to always go together and watch the Marvel films. And I've really enjoyed all the Marvel films, to be fair. They've always been fun, and that's what they're there for at the end of the day. It's fan service. You know, it's been going for 11 years strong now, and all the films have been great. And this film, and straight away, this is my humble opinion, brilliantly well-made film. It's a good film. It's not disappointing. I will watch it again. Maybe one more time at the cinema. Chances are I'll watch it again when it comes on to, home media. It's always the second time when you watch it after you've gone through your initial first viewing. The second time you'll enjoy it more. It's a competently well-made film, and it's a good film. I wouldn't say it's a great film. It doesn't run as fluidly as the Infinity War did. It's almost on level with Age of Ultron, really. With a bit of Thor New World thrown in, it's not that bad. Now, this is a weird thing. Normally 3-hour films fly by for me, and the people I spoke to said, oh yeah, it flew. I thought Infinity War flew by. This one to me, though, like I said, it's just me. I felt like 4 or 5 hours. It just seemed to go on and on and on. Have you ever seen did you ever see the King Kong 2005 Peter Jackson one? Just over 3 hours. That first hour sets up a story, and then they're on a boat for about nearly an hour. Just, we're off to Skull Island to go and to get the monkey. Da 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 da. Half an hour later, we're still on the way to Skull Island. I'm sounding like I'm really dissing this film, and I'm not. I'm saying go and see on the biggest screen you can. See in IMAX 3D. Just take some comfortable clothes, because for a while. No post-credit scenes at all. If somebody says, oh, there's a little bit at the end, I'll tell you now, it's a non-spoiler. You just hear hammering. That's it, and it's just the Marvel logo and the Walt Disney. Just ding, 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 ding. That's all you hear. You don't see anything. You just hear ding, ding, ding. I suspect it's a callback to the first Marvel film from 2008. I think it's a callback, so almost full circle, but I won't go any more than that. When they go and visit Thanos at the beginning of the film, it reminded me of Star Wars Episode 3 with Kev Dooku. Hey, Christopher Lee, hey, oh, he's dead. Okay. It just seemed almost unnecessary, but they had to sort of follow it up. However, the character does come back later from another time period, and that's why it just seems a bit messy there. I don't know. I don't know if that's good writing, lazy writing. It's just, I find it a bit frustrating for some reason. The timeline kind of confused me. Scott Lang manages to get out of the quantum realm, and he's back. He's been missing for 5 years, and it's even one of the plaques of those who've lost the vanished say, he thinks he's dead, and goes on to see his daughter. But his daughter, because 5 years have passed, is 5 years older, so it's now like a teenage girl. So he's in shock. Oh my god. When the snap is undone, the people that are brought back are in that present time. And that's why I was starting to get completely confused, because I thought, wait a minute, everybody's fine, but the kid's still a teenager. Huh? Somebody pointed out that it was picked up that Tony Stark says, I want everything to stay as it is, because he has a daughter, and he doesn't want the timeline to be affected, so it just seemed a bit odd. But that kind of made sense. He just at the end, Peter Parker goes back to school, and everybody's happy, and he's meeting all his school friends, and I thought, wouldn't it be a bit weird going back and there's new kids there? Who's these kids? not seen that kid before? Oh, because he's just come back from a 5-year stint of being dead. And it's different people. I don't know, there was something odd. I just couldn't quite... Is it me? I actually predicted the outcome of what would happen to Captain America. I nearly did a video, but I thought, no, it's probably... If I'm right, I've done a major spoiler. Karen Gillan being in it, it was Nebula. She was Amy Pond, and sort of her departure from Doctor Who. I thought, I wonder if they go that route, but in a slightly different way, and they did. So if you've never watched Doctor Who with Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and her departure, then you won't be none the wiser. But if you did, and you know the way how she left, timey-wimey, Captain America, on the same lines. Chris Hemsworth is a really funny guy. He really is. And when we see Catch Up With Thor, it is quite funny. But to me, the joke ran out of steam after 5-10 minutes. The bit where they go for the Soul Stone, when Natasha and Hawkeye, or Ronin, as he's called in this, go for the Soul Stone to meet the Red Skull. It's virtually the other scene from Infinity War again. It's just that scene again, just play it out. Obviously, there's a different scenario here, whereas it's not Gamora that's life's on the line, it's one of two. Who could it be? That's the difference, but it's more or less the same beats. So, yeah, you kind of think, oh my god, this is horrible, which one's going to go? But at the same time, I've seen this bit again, and I thought, is this person coming back? No. Even though they keep going back in time and they're using the stones. How come Vision didn't come back? I didn't quite get that. Yeah, characters die, and I would have thought somehow they would have brought him back, but no Vision. 2 Nebulas in this, because there's past Nebula and current Nebula, good and bad. And in the end, good Nebula manages to kill bad Nebula. I said bad Nebula is past Nebula. So if that was the case, would current Nebula not exist? Who was the lad at the funeral? At this person's funeral, all the cast are from different kind of films in different groups. It was quite good that the camera sweeping over each sort of film characters, and it just sent before it goes onto the porch to see the final person overviewing his funeral. It seemed to land on a tall lad with black hair, and I thought, who's he? He just stood out like a sore thumb, and he was just sort of standing around with his pockets scuffing the floor. Who's that? Is it the lad out of Iron Man 3? I don't know, it was never made clear, but it was just a lad just with hands in his pockets. Like. There's a few callbacks to films like the first Avengers, Captain America the Winter Soldier, very good one in that, good surprise. And even, strangely enough, Thor the Dark World. I was surprised that it's Natalie Portman going to be in this, and for a minute, I thought, she is. I think it's, thinking about it, it's a deleted scene. But it's really good how they've done it. So in the end, I was going to do a review as soon as I got home, but I think I would have given it a really negative review. So I've had to think about it, and it is a damn good film. But just for me, like I said, me personally, I don't know. I just got a bit bored of it at some point. Now on the second viewing, I'll take these words back. I just found it a little bit messy, but it's good. I can't decide if it's as good as or better as the first Avengers film, which I quite like. It's not the worst one. That one goes to Age of Ultron. Definitely. I'd say Infinity War, Endgame, although very close to the first Avengers, and then Age of Ultron. And I'd probably put it somewhere maybe in the top 5 or 6 of the all the Marvel films. For how they put it together, production values and the marketing, now they're kind of packaging and selling it, I'll give it 8 or 9 out of 10. But for me personally, first viewing, I give it a 6 out of 10. It's like, great bits, very good bits, but other than that, there's parts I was just really underwhelmed. I was not bored, but like, this feels like a 3-hour film. When we finish in the midnight screen, I know there's a mum with a 6-year-old girl, Now, two things I thought of as a parent saying, bit late for a kid that age, really. The other thing was, this film must be boring for that kid. Because it's not a kid-friendly film. That's, again, my honest opinion. So what do you think? I know some of you absolutely loved it. I even heard a guy outside said, best film I've ever seen. I wanted to go up and say, really? Really? But that was his opinion. At the end of the day, he really loved it. I've spoken to a few who said, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Best film of the year. Best film this decade. Nah, it's not. But I'm glad you think that. That's the thing. Everybody's got a different theory. I was underwhelmed, but it was good. But yeah, do go and see it. Give Marvel all the money you've got. Why not? I think they've earned it. And you know, we're all there to watch for Stan Lee. Yeah, do see it. So I hope I haven't ruined the film for you. Do go out and see it. Don't let me put a downer on it. It is a really good film. It's like great film, but you know, and you can't really. Well, I can't really sort of put my finger on it. It was just long and boring. So I'm not going to spoil it anymore. Do go and see it. But thank you for watching me ramble on for how long. Hopefully I'll ruin another film for you for next time. Moochers, dismissed.
Let's not listen.